For my workaround this week, I've decided to use this half dozen loop functions. It's quite time consuming, and some of these functions are a little daunting in here, so I thought I'd give you a little head start by working through these with you. Go ahead and right click on Start Here, Save Link As, whatever current project folder you're working on. Okay, I know mine's like right here. There, right there. Go ahead and save that. Right click on your source files, add an existing. My week 8 down here. That one right there. Okay. What I've done is I've described all your functions for you up here, so we don't have to worry about them not seeing them down here. And down here, I just took and recreated all your functions for you. I got little remarks in here. Right now, they just return a 1 or something like that, just so the program will run. Let's start out by creating this first one. This one here basically says if it's 1, return 1. If it's 2, then you're supposed to return 1 plus 2. If it's 3, 1, 2, 3. Something like that, okay? So therefore, we know we're going to have a total in there, incrementer in there, int total is equal to 0, semicolon. We're going to have to put a loop in there, okay? For int x is equal to 0, semicolon. X is less than, n? We're going to loop all the way up to this n, okay? Semicolon and x plus plus, like that. Put a curly brace at the end like that. The only problem is we're going to have with this now is, oh, it's less than that. Well, we never quite get up to that, do we? So we have to put a less than equals 2 in there. Now what we have to do is just take and add this constantly to our total. Total plus equals x, like that, semicolon. So we're doing it as this increments, we keep adding it to our total, and this return right here, our total. Wonderful. Got the first one done. I got these all unremarked, so if we go ahead and run it, something like this. Let me take and drag this out of the way. We can compare this to my output down here. See if we are correct for 1, 3, and 15. Good, we got the first 3 done. Wonderful. The next one is quite similar to it. However, the thing is that rather than doing adding, we're actually taking a multiplying, aren't we? 1 times 2 times 3. Well, let's take and copy this because this is quite similar here. I can just grab that return statement too. Control C, all that right there like that. Okay. Now we have to be careful with this because the thing is we can't do 0, okay? Because if we do 0, everything is going to be something times 0. So we have to start this out at 1. And the same thing for this. We can't start out at 0. We got to start this out at 1 like this. Wonderful. And I think we're all set here. Let's go ahead and open these up. It's pretty easy when you got me working ahead of time getting all these bugs figured out. We're going to do all these factorials. Oh, I lost my C there. Leave that one out for now. Go ahead and run it. I think I'm going to take and drag this out of the way. Drop this down here so we can see how we're doing. We should have a 1, 2, and a 4. Didn't do that right, did I? Let me go check out my code, see what I did wrong. Silly me, it's supposed to be times, isn't it, in here? Oh, okay. Equals total. Times. I'm just doing adding again. I'm doing the same things we did in the last method, aren't I? Like that. Okay, let's go ahead and run that this time. There, what do we got? 1, 2, and 24. Wonderful. Second time is a charm, it is. Okay, the next one down. This reverse one, okay? What I want to do now is we want to take and reverse the string that they're sending it. For example, if it's a 1, 2, 3, we want to send it back 3, 2, 1. What we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to pop this one off of here, make a string out of it, and then we're going to take this 2 and we're going to add that to the front of it, add the 3 define. Let's make a little loop. First of all, we need a string temp or something like that is equal to nothing because we're going to be adding to it. Semicolon. And then we want to do a for int x equals 0, semicolon, x is less than our string. What is it? str.length. Like that. Don't forget to put your opening closing parentheses behind it. Opening closing curly brace. And we want to take and add this to our temp this time. Temp is equal to str. And now, of course, a string is just basically an array of characters, so we can take our, just like that, and we're going to say that's plus temp, like that, semicolon. And so now, like I said, each time that we do this, okay, it's going to take and start out with this one here, and then it's going to take and put the 2 behind it, and 3 behind it, all the way through. Looking for a semicolon here. That's because I didn't say how big to increment it. Semicolon x plus plus, like that. Let's go ahead and turn those on. This is the reverse string one here. Run that. Okay, we don't even have to look at that. Oh, it didn't do it for us, did it? No, it didn't. Let's see what we did wrong. First of all, returning nothing. That's not good, is it? There we go. Now we're correct, aren't we? Wonderful. Second time's the charm again. Okay, this next one here, we're going to look for pairs in here, okay? For example, if there's one pair in here, isn't there? It's actually going to look at this and say, well, there's 2 pairs because this is a pair and this is a pair. And how are we going to do that? We're going to loop through this. We're going to say, okay, if this one is equal to this one, then we get a pair. So let's take a counter, create an int counter is equal to 0, semicolon. Okay, let's loop through our word. Okay, for int x is equal to 0, semicolon, x is less than str.length. Don't forget your opening closing parentheses there. I do sometimes. Okay, we're going to say if. And now I can look at that first character, okay, of str. Which one is it? Square bracket x is equal to str x plus 1. If that's true, then what do we want to do? We want to increment our counter. Semicolon. Now, before you go off and running this right away, okay, I had a lot of problem with this one, okay, and I found out that, well, we can't start out at 0. We have to start out at 1, like that, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to say x minus 1 here. Oop. Minus 1, like that, and then take away the plus 1 from here. Okay, otherwise it crashes. I run out to the end of the string. Looks like I did the same thing again here. Semicolon, x plus plus. Okay, go ahead and turn that one on. A whole bunch of these to do. There, like that. Go ahead and run that. Let's see what we got down here. See what we've got. Let's see if that's not right. We got a 1 there. Oh, I'm not returning the right number, am I? Okay. Returning 1. Counter. Like that. I'll go ahead and run it again. There, we got a bunch of pairs this time. Get rid of that one. What should we have now? We should have chair pairs. We should have 0, 0, 3, 2, 3, 2. Good. Up and running. Wonderful. Next one. This one's a little bit harder. I actually had to go look on the internet and say, what in the world is this he's talking about? This author, my favorite author in the whole world. Well, this Fib on, I guess this is, I don't know, C? I don't know how to pronounce it. I suppose I should have looked it up. But anyway, what it is, it's a sequence of numbers, okay? Starts out with 0, and then this number here is equal to this 1 plus 0, which is equal to 1. This number is equal to these two numbers, 1 and 1, which is 2. This number is equal to 2 plus 1, which is 3. And this one is equal to 5 is equal to 3 plus 2, and on and on and on and on and on. Oh boy. Got to write some code to do this. We can do it together because I've done it already. It's okay. To do that, we're going to take and let's see. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on here. Okay, loop through the string and well, I'm up here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say for. I'll just create some variables first of all. We're going to create an int current number is equal to 0, semicolon, int previous num is equal to, in this case I'm going to make this a 1, okay, I'm going to start that out as 1, and then of course in the other one I'm going to say int previous num 2 is equal to 0, because that's previous to that previous one. Here, just make this a 1 too, okay? Like that. Let's create a loop. Okay. For zero, semicolon, x is less than our n that we're receiving right up here. Okay, that's up here. Semicolon x plus plus. Opening, closing curly braces like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, our current number that we're into is equal to this plus this, okay? Previous num1 plus previous num2, like that, semicolon. Previous num2 is equal to previous num1 and previous num1 now is equal to our current num right there. Just like that. And then what we want to do, put a semicolon at the end of that line, make that work. What we want to do is we're going to return previous num2, like that. Okay, now after giving all this code, we have to at least talk to it logically, okay? Let's start out where they send us a 3, okay? Let's say, okay, 0 to 2 in this case, okay? Because we're never going to quite make the 3, okay? So first time around, x is equal to 0. The current number is equal to, what is this, 1 plus 0, okay? That's the current number. The previous number is equal to 1, and the current number is now equal to 1, okay? And then we step up one more, okay? This current number is now equal to 1 plus 1, or 2, and this one here is equal to 1, and this one's equal to 1. And that seems to work. And I'm not going to try to explain it anymore. Let's turn these on before I get tongue-tied here. This was a difficult one right here. And as you can see, they wanted a whole bunch of examples for this, so we'll see if it works, okay? Go ahead and run it. Let's see what we got here. 34, 21, 13, 8, 5, 3, 2. Somebody must know what they're doing here because that works right. And that I actually came up with myself, and it was very difficult. It probably took me half an hour to cure that one. I've got one left down here. Replace, okay? We're going to loop through a word, and we're going to check to see if there's an instance of this, and we're going to replace it with this, okay? Wonderful. str, we've got str already, okay? We got old and new, so we just got to create a loop, don't we? 4. We're going to say int x is equal to 0, semicolon, x is less than str.length. Don't forget your opening and closing parentheses, opening and closing curly brace, like that. And once again, I forgot to increment. I don't know why. X plus plus, like that. Okay, we're going to say if. And str, and look at that square bracket, x, okay. If that is equal to the old char, well, d, c, okay. If that's the truth, then let's go ahead and change it, okay. str square bracket x is now equal to, and new char, semicolon, like that. Let's go ahead and run this last one, see how that works. Just one for that. So go ahead and run that. Right here, we just take a look at that. Oh, we get nothing because we didn't return anything, did they? Nothing from nothing means nothing right here. Right there. str. Should have replaced all the e's of x's. There you go. Good job.